Remember chasing lightning bugs on the summer nights of our youth? It was a rite of passage for many of us. But times are changing, and we are, frankly, seeing fewer flashes in the night sky. Well, you can participate in Firefly Watch, an initiative to study lightning bug populations across the nation. Joining us is Sergio Enriquez. He's the Invertebrate Conservation Coordinator at the Indianapolis Zoo's Global Center for Species Survival. Sergio, thanks for being with us here.
Thank you for having me.
You and I were talking a little bit in the commercial break about the changing populations of fireflies. Is this just a matter of them flying north, as you were saying, or is it global warming?
Yeah, so the reason why they're flying north is because the climate in the southern parts of the state and states southern from Indiana are becoming too warm, and the climate is becoming unsuitable for them. So for the northern hemisphere, a lot of animals have to move ever northward to escape that heat, those changes. There's other risks, of course. There's the risk of higher climate extremes, like heat waves, for example. Those might drive animals to move, or sadly, if they can't move, to perish.
Now, we've got roughly 170 species of fireflies in the United States. We've got 40 of those right here in Indiana.
That's right.
And you are clearly very passionate about the species here in our state. And why is that?
Well, we have a few species here that are remarkable in their behavior and the way they flash or don't flash. Some fireflies don't flash at all. And Indiana is in a particular interesting crossroads where there's a lot of potential for people to preserve these species before it's too late. So it's clearly a part of many people you speak to have seen them as children. They appreciate seeing them experience natural beauty. It's a privilege to witness that, and sadly they've been disappearing. So it's a chance now to do something to preserve what we have before it's too late. I think it would be a shame to lose such a beautiful creature out of inaction. So it's a chance for people to feel empowered to protect their native habitat, maybe reduce the light they have at home, because light pollution impacts their mating behavior, and perhaps put less chemicals in their houses and their lawns that will find their ways into the environment, of course. And if you can have a few dead logs and maybe leave your leaf litter a bit longer in your lawn, that could help as well.
During the commercial break, you and I were talking about the light pollution in particular, and that is a problem because it interferes with the way the lightning bugs communicate with one another.
That's right. So usually the male firefly will have a song, and that song is very subtle, is very humble, but very beautiful. And if that song is like a whisper, if it's disrupted by the huge lights we see in our cities, in our roads, in our backyards, that won't allow them to communicate. They won't be able to see each other. And so that prevents them basically to use that space to exist, to live. And as we increase light production and light pollution ever more, we're just pushing them into the edges of forests, which are still dark enough. And those, sadly, have been dwindling as well. There's less and less darker nights for them to enjoy.
And what you describe as a song is clearly a visual thing, not an audio thing.
Yeah, so they sing the language they use is a language of light. So their song is made of light, and that's how they communicate with their parents, with their females, with their partners. And so they use a different language than ours, which we sadly can't understand, but we're trying to. But it's definitely very beautiful for us to enjoy, and it's worth protecting, I think.
The writer in me enjoys using the word song to describe light, and you've brought a toy here that you use.
Yes.
I call it a toy.
Sure.
It's a research device.
Yes, I have a number of things, but I brought what we use to mimic a female. You can barely see its light, which is telling of how subtle it is. But this light is very close to a female firefly. So when we leave this in the field, usually attached to a funnel, for example, males in Europe, for example, where I originally come from, might be fooled to think this is a female firefly. They will come to check it out, maybe try to mate with it, and as they do, we count their numbers. Maybe we mark them so we can recapture them and count their numbers as well. And we use this to leave it in the fields as to know how many fireflies there are. It's part of a monitoring process.
And very quickly, how can we help if we want to protect fireflies?
Yeah, so one of the things you can do is you can plant native plants in your backyard. Lawns are great, nothing against lawns, but if you could have native vegetation, that's much more beautiful. It helps pollinators, it helps yourself because it provides more oxygen, it suits carbon, it's better for many, many regards, and it will give fireflies the habitat they need to thrive and grow. So, and when they're larvae, for example, they'll eat snails, which is an animal people often want to control. They eat our crops. If you have fireflies breeding, they'll eat the snails for you. So it's a win-win, really.
Is Sergio Enriquez from the Indianapolis Zoo. Thank you so much for joining us and educating us.
Thank you for having me.